The holiday season is in full swing here on the East End. From the twinkling lights to the festive decor, for many of us, it truly is the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, and for some of our East End farmers, this is their busiest time of the year.
Like here at Shamrock's Christmas Tree Farm in Mattituck, where it's all hands on deck.
We're back. We hope to be better than ever.
The holiday season is in full swing here at the family-owned and operated Shamrock Christmas Tree Farm, a Mattituck mainstay that's been around for nearly 4 decades. There are 20 acres of farmland filled with nearly 14,000 trees growing. But that wasn't the case last year. Owner Joe Shipman closed the farm in 2023 because of a nationwide shortage of Fraser firs, a move Joe says was necessary.
If we opened just partially and people came and they weren't happy, they didn't get what they get, they would have a bad experience and they wouldn't come back. But when people come in, they get the tree that they've been looking for, the kids seen Santa Claus, took a train ride, mom and dad are having a glass of wine or a glass of cider, life is good again.
This year, Shamrock's welcoming visitors once again. And Joe says it's worth the drive from Manhattan, New Jersey, or Connecticut.
We have a big agri-entertainment section. We bring in vendors, Pellegrini wines, North Fork potato chips, Greenport Jerky Company, Little Creek oysters.
And live entertainment. But the fun for all ages doesn't stop there.
We have the train, of course, a big draw for the kids.
And if you're hoping to find the perfect tree, that's the easy part here at the farm. They've all been sculpted to perfection.
Off to find the perfect tree.
Right. Every year I do this with my family.
I've never done it, so teach me.
I drive my family crazy, so we could be here for hours or just settle.
What are we looking for?
But I like a traditional shape. I don't like it too bushy here.
So, okay. All right,
but you want these, maximum amount of these because you're going to load it up, and you also want the top part to be perfectly
For the angel or the star.
angel and star. How about this little guy?
I think this is I think it's perfect.
You like it? Okay.
At this point, you have 2 options. Cut the tree down yourself, or one of Joe's guys can do it for you.
A lot of people want to do it themselves, but when they realize that they have a 25-year-old guy that's about 6'6", 250 pounds, that here, that's what he does, to cut your tree. Most people will get down on their hands and knees. They'll make a couple cuts. They'll give the saw to the guy and say, you know what, you take care of this.
And while I got off to a strong start, I almost had to tag out.
Oh my God, you're doing such a good job.
The key is to not stop.
Yeah, you're like you're past midway right now. Let's go. I feel it timbering. Let's go. Yes, you got it, Joe!
I got it. Come on. Oh, you smell that?
Woo!
That's how you do that.
Okay.
Good
Look at this little guy here, huh?
Off to the cart.
All right, got our tree.
Got more than I bargained for.
And after a quick trip over to the tree shaker, to make sure there isn't anything in the tree that shouldn't be, your tree is ready for the ride home. But if you're not, there's plenty more to do.
We have several sleighs. Santa Claus is here on the weekends from 12 to 4 every Saturday and Sunday. We have a full-scale gift shop. Try to make it a good experience for the people to come, get their tree, take a train ride, have a glass of wine or cider.
And it's an East End experience, Joe says, that's truly one of a kind.
Even in other parts of the United States, even if you went through the Carolinas, you're just not going to find this type of atmosphere here.
And there's so many great spots here at Shamrock to take pictures, like here in Santa's sleigh.
And you can take one with Santa here at Shamrock. Good stuff. All right. Well, nothing says the holidays like the smell of fresh gingerbread.
And there's a shop on the East End that teaches you the art of gingerbread making and decorating. I spent the day at Gingerbread University in Riverhead for a crash course.
Welcome to Gingerbread University, Erin. This is our main decorating room.
It's not the North Pole, but it comes pretty close. Gingerbread University is a place on Long Island's East End where holiday dreams come true.
This is a very, very festive venue. We have deliberately kept it small, kept it very countrified.
Frederick Terry has been welcoming families to his magical workshop for 25 years. The location always changes, and this year may be the most special space yet.
This is my great-grandfather's barn. The barn kept its legacy for about 140 years. I have had to renovate the entire thing so that we could do gingerbread here only for the month of December as a special event. Our gingerbread house is made by contract bakers to our specifications and recipe. The ingredients are local. They're handmade by us. We have a standard menu of a large house and a medium house, and then we do 5 other character cookies. We do menorahs and dreidels by special order.
It's my first day. How do you think I'm going to do?
Oh, you'll do wonderful because you're going to do your own artwork. It's an art for each person that is doing it. You can immediately determine a person's personality by the way they decorate a gingerbread house.
Although Gingerbread University isn't an actual school, Fred was a real-life college professor, and his love for teaching now lives on in retired life. You got the hat, Gingerbread Fred. Is that your name?
That was the moniker given to me by 3-, 4-, and 5-year-olds. The announcement is usually that Gingerbread Fred is here. They think I'm a cross between Santa Claus and Frosty the Snowman.
Fred, let's just cut to the chase here. Are there any secrets to this? 'Cause
No
I gotta
secrets.
know them.
No secrets. We have a lot of different ways of doing this.
The shop is open on weekends during the month of December. Reservations are required. What's not is everything you could imagine to decorate your holiday masterpiece. I need hearts on this side too. What's my personality, Fred?
I'm not getting that engineer look. It's, I think you're much more flamboyant.
Chaotic is the word.
Erin, you did such a magnificent job on this house that you are now honored with a graduation certificate.
I graduated?
From Gingerbread University, signed personally by Gingerbread Fred. Congratulations
Thank you.
on this remarkable achievement.
I'm excited. If your holiday travels bring you and your family to the East End of Long Island this year, there's a place for some good old-fashioned fun, no matter what holiday you celebrate.
I'm all about smiles. There's nothing like seeing a room full of 3- to 5-year-olds decorating a piece of gingerbread. It's a wonderful feeling.
Well, that beats buying one of those kits at the store.
It absolutely does. It was so fun. I had a blast.
And fun for the whole family. All right, well, ice skating and making s'mores by the fire.
There's an East End winter wonderland that's fun for everyone. We teamed up with Discover Long Island for an inside look at it all.
Experience the magic of the holiday season here at Waterdrinker Family Farm's Winter Wonderland. Located on about 100 acres of land, there are so many activities to do here to get you into the holiday spirit. Guests can find magical holiday photo ops, ice skating, a vintage Airstream village with s'mores and fire pit stations, barnyard animals, and a U-Pick Christmas tree farm.
Waterdrinker was founded in 2018. We started the Winter Wonderland in 2019. It takes about 20 days to set up the Winter Wonderland.
Guests can also browse through the barn for holiday gifts with local vendors on the weekends, and the greenhouse for the famous Christmas poinsettias, holiday wreaths, garland, and decorative planters.
Santa will be here from 12 to 4, Wednesday through Sunday. We also have the Grinch roaming around the farm, as well as our cast of characters, including Cindy Lou Who, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Frosty the Snowman.
As night falls, wander through the enchanting Airstream Christmas Village, adorned with thousands of twinkling lights. Each Airstream is decorated inside with a different holiday theme. Parents can stop by the Long Island Farm Brewery for local holiday-themed brews, including the Lighten Up Winter Ale and Perfect S'more Pastry Stout. The brewery also hosts holiday wreath workshops on Tuesday nights. Wrap up this magical experience cozied up by the fire with a delicious s'more. And be sure to check their website for upcoming events throughout the season. For Discover Long Island, I'm Brianna McEnroe.
Thanks, Brianna.
Still ahead.
We have people coming all the way from New York City and all the way out to Montauk coming to the Riverhead Holiday Light Show each year.
we take you inside an East End light show that's sure to get you in the holiday spirit. I like to call this next story Christmas in Comfort. We are at the largest holiday light show in Suffolk County and the only one on Long Island that's synchronized to music. And the best part is, on these cold winter nights here on the East End, you can experience this light show from the comfort of your warm car.
This is now 7 years of the Riverhead Holiday Light Show. We started this show as a very small event, and now it's grown to be the largest drive-through light show in Suffolk County.
Nearly 300 individual exhibits, 2 light tunnels, and hundreds of thousands of lights, all set to music from your very own dial as you drive through this winter wonderland.
You can go through the show multiple times and have a different experience each time.
And with 6 more holiday light shows like this one across the country, Matthew and his team are busier than ever this time of year. But preparing for literally thousands upon thousands of visitors is something they never could have imagined years ago when they became known for doing something no one else had done before.
We own WELJ 104.7 on the East End, which is seasonally the East End's holiday station. When we bought the station, we were the youngest people to ever own a radio station in the US, and we said we need to do something to make a splash, and let's go big with Christmas. We said, you know, it'd be really great to get all the listeners out and get the East End out for some holiday fun when it gets cold as it is now, and the idea for the light show was born. People have really loved it, and we have people coming all the way from New York City and all the way out to Montauk coming to the Riverhead Holiday Light Show each year.
And for the first time, this year's show has a special visitor.
We made special connection with the North Pole, so those looking to meet Santa will be able to come do that, get a hot beverage and snack, and come through the light show.
And for a kid who grew up just minutes from the East End, it's this magical creation and time of year that makes this holiday light show the most special of his 7 across the country.
I'm originally from Smithtown, but we fell in love with the East End in particular, and that's why we made our flagship light show, the Riverhead Show. It's a great pride that people have made this part of their holiday tradition. I'm always humbled by the amount of people I just randomly meet around this time of year that are out with their families and telling me that they're going to the light show.
That looked like so much fun. I got to get there.
Yeah, it's such a passion for Matt and his whole staff, so it's really a great time.
So cool. Yeah. All right, if you are not hosting this holiday season, bringing the gift of chocolate is always welcome. I headed to Disset Chocolate in Cutchogue.
I was a pastry chef first in high-end restaurants. I kind of got an affinity for chocolate.
When you meet Ursula Salaia, you instantly know she loves what she does.
I feel like an artist, and chocolate's my medium.
And her chocolate shop, Disset 17, on the North Fork of Long Island's East End, is where she sells her elevated artistic creations.
There's some amazing chocolatiers in the last 10 years that have kind of challenged us to move away from what we envision the chocolate shop.
Nearly every piece of chocolate is combined with an ingredient from another local East End business.
Everything handcrafted while still giving an ode to the community that we live in. North Fork potato chips, really great, salty and sweet together. Catapano goat cheese is a huge winner, that one we have year round. All of our fruit is local. Vegetables, corn, if you see a corn chocolate, we have a corn brulee bar, that corn is local. Sea salt, local. Hazelnuts, local. We're farm to chocolate, essentially.
Right now, Ursula is immersed in the season, creating treats perfect for any holiday dessert table.
There's Hanukkah, there's Christmas, our bonbon collections. There's always a holiday one, almost every holiday you can think of. Very popular for gifts to mail to loved ones, or even a hostess gift. Every holiday we have signature breaker, which is those mallets, and you pop them open, and we have our malt balls, which is our Whoppers. Yes!
One shot! Disset 17 isn't just a chocolate shop. You can also create your own masterpiece to take home.
We do the canvas classes. It's always a fun activity when it's a little bit colder out.
All right, let's suit up. Ursula hosts chocolate painting workshops so people can experience her love for hand-painted creations.
These are the naturally colored cocoa butters. Mix whatever color palette you want and whatever you feel comfortable painting.
Can you just straight up eat this?
Yeah, it doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like the. You can. It tastes.
Has anyone ever done that? Is that weird?
Oh no, everybody does.
Oh, okay, good. You can even buy your own chocolate painting kit to take home.
It's turned into like a really cool, unique little experience.
Once we were done painting, Ursula took me to a place not many have seen before, her chocolate factory down the road. This is my Charlie in the Chocolate Factory moment.
Yeah, and actually this is Charlie. We named our gingerbread Charlie. Add your cookie butter. Yep, as you keep stirring, I'm gonna gently pour this in.
This is the guts of Charlie. Charlie's insides, as we like to call it. Gotta make sure everything's okay,
Absolutely.
right? Gotta make sure everything is tasting the way it should.
Disset means 17 in Catalan, which is the native language in Barcelona and its outskirts, where my parents are both from. And my name is actually Ursula XVII in Roman numerals, which is 17. It just became my whole brand.
It is clear that you have a passion for chocolate. Where does it come from?
I always say this life chose me, I didn't choose it. Chocolate chose me.
Art you can eat. I love that place.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And I brought back a little piece of my picture.
You actually saved that.
Well, yeah, because I ate the rest, so.
I
Yeah.
love it. I'm gonna have a little bit.
Still ahead. La, 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 la. Meet the East End performers who are spreading holiday cheer one song at a time.
Welcome back to the East End. Well, it's easy to get caught up in all the hustle and bustle of the holiday season.
Sure is, but there's one East End group that wants to spread holiday spirit through song. Take a listen. Okay. Bonnie Grice is bringing a piece of the past to the East End.
I have a personal passion for theater and for history.
In 2016, Bonnie combined her love for both and started Boots on the Ground Theater, which is now in the Southampton Cultural Center on Long Island's East End.
I started producing a reenactment of a Victorian funeral with the local history museum. Nice. And the sleeves.
Since then, their lineup has expanded, and right now, on the main stage is the Charles Dickens classic, A Christmas Carol.
I love the Victorian era. I love Charles Dickens.
With a special edition.
'Tis the season to be.
The Dickens carolers will be featured in the show.
We really try to stick to the traditional, and I think there's something we're all hungry for with tradition.
The a cappella performers sing holiday classics in harmony, dressed in period clothes.
It's often what we say in theater. As soon as you put your costume on in any theatrical show, somehow you own the character. You begin to feel that character and live that character. It's the same with the carolers.
Bonnie says the performances bring the audience a sense of nostalgia.
People would gather around and listen to us, and all went quiet. There were tears. There's something about beautiful harmonies. There's tears, there's remembering, how you spent Christmas maybe. La, 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 la.
And it's moving for the performers as well.
Everyone who comes to be a Dickens caroler has an appreciation for the music, for the holidays, and for these carols that bring to life Christmas in the way that nothing else can. There is so much theater that is springing up out here on the East End. I'm thrilled to be a part of that. Local community, it appeals to everyone.
But Bonnie says it's even more special this time of year.
You drive down Main Street at night with all of these lights flickering around. Every tree is decorated on every block. It's magical. It's just plain magical. We hope that the Dickens carolers can bring some of that magic as well to folks this holiday.
Well, for someone that got kicked out of the Glee Club in the 5th grade, that is some good stuff.
They were great.
All right, time now to check your answers on our East End trivia game. If you've been playing along, scan that QR code on your screen. Submit your answers to win some East End swag.
You'll also find more information on our website about all the places we've explored in this episode.
And while you're there, let us know about your favorite places to visit on the East End, from the lavish to the local.
Because it just may be our next adventure. See you next time.